This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. People will choose different methods of teaching new languages depending on the convenience they attribute to the method. The direct method has been a common preference for many people due to its direct contact with the student and its ability to ensure that the learner clearly understands the content. In this method, the teaching is done entirely in the target language. The direct method emphasizes good pronunciation and avoids grammar rules. Also known as the natural method, the direct method entails the full participation of the students in terms of listening and speaking the language. In terms of the process, the direct method involves the gradual acquisition of the vocabulary and the grammatical structure as well. Here, the learner is taught to think more in terms of the target language, as opposed to the use of translation. Principles of the direct teaching method. The direct method relies on several factors for it to be effective. It is based on the following principles. Classroom instructions are conducted exclusively in the target language. Only everyday vocabulary and sentences are taught during the initial phase. Grammar, reading, and writing are introduced in the intermediate phase. Oral communication skills are built up in a carefully graded progression organized around question and answer exchanges between teachers and students in small, intensive classes. Grammar is taught inductively. New teaching points are introduced orally. Concrete vocabulary is taught through demonstration, objects, and pictures. Abstract vocabulary is taught by association of ideas. Both speech and listening comprehension are taught. Correct pronunciation and grammar are emphasized. Students should speak at least 80% of the time during the lesson. Students are taught from inception to ask questions as well as answer them. Reasons for preference of the direct method. Experienced teachers have clearly explained that for a student to understand, what matters is not the teacher but the teaching method used by the teacher. The direct method works well with the instructor because it allows him to give instructions in the target language. This enables the student to learn the language faster because they get used to hearing the same language for a long time, and therefore, they develop good speaking skills by hearing every word from the instructor's mouth. It is also an active teaching method, where the instructor interacts directly in the same language with the student, and he can quickly identify the areas where the student needs more attention. Conclusion. In actual teaching, I would mainly borrow and encourage the aspect of asking and answering questions. It is a very helpful method of interactive teaching. The students ask questions, and their fellow colleague responds to them since a higher percentage of the class time should be taken by the students speaking in the target language. The teacher answers the ones that challenge the students. It points out the areas where the students have understood and the areas where they still have difficulties in understanding. This gives a hint to the teacher on the areas he should put more emphasis on. On addressing the questions for a second time, the teacher may then decide to issue a written test to gauge the student's performance and level of understanding. It, therefore, ensures that all the students understand the course content and they have an opportunity to ask questions in the difficult areas. Did you like the direct method of teaching language sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.